you maybe have a story of kind of a gross moment in open source that happened to you or you
Yes.
were involved in, and how it was overcome?
I think one of the things that has been that's a challenge. It's a lot of this work is just rolling up your sleeves and being okay with being the person that cleans the kitchen. You know, somebody's got to clean the kitchen. Somebody's got to go in and tighten up the documentation to make sure that points are met, or that you're explicitly saying, we don't want contributions on this project. Thank you so much. We don't want them. You know, making sure that it's clear for for folks that stumble across that project. Uh, so getting a like wrangling all that needs to be or that can be in place to support growth of a community is kind of daunting when you look at all the metrics that are out there and evaluating your project. And as a maintainer, I have definitely understood that getting an influx from some rando on the internet running a scanner against your project and saying, "Hey, you need to add these 10 things. Can you turn this on? This particular organization says that by this thing you should do X, Y, Z, and I'm nobody." That's not particularly helpful. Uh, However, doing that on an enterprise level and doing it for an organization and saying, "Hey, these projects that we're ingesting are missing these things. We probably want to tighten them up on our own and maybe suggest them to the maintainer if this is something that we want to continue using." So I guess that's probably, you know, being it's a lot of behind the scenes work. There's no immutable record of my contributions because largely it's, hey, this is what's missing. I can't do it for you, you know, or this is the best standard that is available, or I've identified that this project needs help. Let's get you some help on this project. Um, but being willing to
You
do
said
those
something
things.
there that I think is interesting and maybe is gross on its own, right? Like you sort of even downplayed your own contributions as a community person as like, oh, these are softer things, but that's actually one of the grossest things in open source, I think,
Mhm.
is that oftentimes the people who do that emotional labor of, answering issues or redirecting new users to better forums or any number of these things that have to be done, that those kitchen cleaning activities that don't always get recognized as contribution, right? Like you can contribute to a project in lots of ways that will never show up on a GitHub profile or in a Git
Mhm.
log.
Yeah.